Jesus was God, and you understand Allah's logic 100%? Like, can you understand
We don't
Allah's
claim
logic?
that.
Yes,
We
so-
don't claim to understand what God, quote unquote, thinks or his logic, right? We, like God tells us in the Quran, وَمَا خَلَقْنَا do you know the verse?
خلقنا الجن والإنس
Jinn
إلا
is
ليعبدون.
Do you know الإنس إلا ليعبدون? So God only created
We
us
only
to worship
created.
him.
He
I know,
only
I know.
created us.
I
He
understand.
only
but-
created humans and jinns only to worship him alone.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
nothing. That's got nothing to do with what I'm saying.
But
What-
Muhammad,
what
to
I'm
be
asking-
fair, that has nothing to do with the.
It does, but wait, because he's asking if we question if we know how God thinks or what his logic is, right? Even
Yeah,
the
but it's not
angels.
talking about logic though. There.
Yeah, but even the angels questioned Allah when He created Adam, and He told them, I know things that you don't, right?
Okay. So, for example, I'll give you an example, right? So, like, when I ask Muslims, it makes sense, by the way, I'm not questioning it, but so when I ask Muslims, for example, if Allah created us as His creation, right?
Yes.
With preordained knowledge of what the outcome is going to be, that's one of my first questions asking. Why would He let people make the choices in which it would lead them to hell? Why would He let that happen before they made the choices?
What do you mean? Why? Why? They make the choices. Who said?
No,
who-
before they
who's-
even meet the...
You're mixing Allah's knowledge.
He's talking
Of
about
knowing.
the qalam.
No, I'm talking about
No,
when
he's
Allah
not
has
talking about the
preordained. Yeah, I am. That's a good point. When
You talking
Allah,
about the qalam?
when Allah knows everything, right?
Yes.
So when he creates us, forget the free will part because we haven't made any
No, we
choices
can't
yet.
forget the free will part.
No, because you can, because Allah has all knowledge, right? So
Okay, but-
before we make a choice, Allah knows where we're going.
Let me answer
does
that.
He let it happen? Do
Let
you
me
understand?
answer that. Because you agreed to take this test before you were even here.
Yeah, but I'm saying the question then becomes
And
why
the
is
Islamic
He
belief-
No,
testing us?
you're not understanding because you agreed to take this test
No,
at
but
one
if you,
point in different dimension.
I understand.
Okay, if you
that.
understand that, then what's the argument?
No, because when you go to reach that point, you're gonna ask again, why did He test us? Do you understand? Why did He test us? Do you understand?
He gave us the option to either take this test or not. We
Yeah, but
agreed to take the test.
I agree with you. Yeah,
So
no
yeah,
problem.
absolutely.
Okay.
But why did He ask us that question? Why does He want to
Okay,
test
sure,
us?
sure.
You
In
understand?
the Islamic belief, before we were even born as humans, God did ask us whether we want
I
to.
just told him that.
Yeah, I understand that, but I'm saying before
He's
the
not
question,
Muhammad,
why
bro.
did He ask?
You're
why
just
did he ask?
repeating what I said.
No,
like this guy.
you did not say angel or human. Did not say that.
No, I said
Because
bro, he doesn't want that. Like he's not asking
No,
that.
no. Do you know why? Because I read the scholars of Islam what they were saying, and then they say that Allah knows best, yeah, which is understandable.
Okay, yeah, of course he does.
Yeah.
Exactly, which means that there's a certain type of limit where you reach with questions where you don't know the answer to, right? So, for example, why is
So
He
you
asking us?
Wa alaikum
You
salam.
understand?
Alaikum salam.
You bro, I just told you
Wait,
that he
Abs, weren't you an Ash'ari?
I'm not an
Wait,
Ash'ari,
was
bro. What are
he?
you talking about? Wallah, I'm not an
Wait,
Do you
Ash'ari.
know this guy?
Yeah, this guy joined my live. He said he disbelieves in half of Bukhari.
Yeah.
Oh, very
Different topic, though.
interesting.
Okay.
Wow.
But
So you're Ashari.
I don't even know what
So
an
you
Ash'ari
have,
is.
bro. We had an
Wait,
Ashari on the panel
Abs,
questioning
are
Muslims. That's crazy.
you arguing about Islam or as a Muslim or what?
No, man. I just told them the
He
whole
said
story.
he grew up as a Christian.
I grew up in an Arab Christian household, and I'm interested in Islam, but I have a lot of questions. You understand?
Yeah,
Wait, so is this
sure.
account like a shared account or what?
What do you mean a shared account? I mean,
Does like someone have access to your account?
So
no,
he
it doesn't.
joined your.
I
So he joined your
though.
live.
Yeah, he
Yeah, I
joined
joined
my
his
live.
live. Yeah.
Yeah, he rejects
That's why I'm
hadiths.
questioning a hadith, and I'm questioning the logic that they're
That's very
saying now.
interesting.
But last time you said you were Muslim.
That's what I said. I said I consider myself. My friends consider me Muslim
How
because
do you
I believe a lot of what Islam says, but I still have questions, right? But I don't know what.
Matt left. Okay, Abs.
It's fine.
Do you believe in God?
I believe in God. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so if God told you to do so and so, you would have to do it. Otherwise, if for example, okay, if God tells you to worship Him and you don't, then it's your fault. It's not
Yeah,
his fault.
yeah, I understand that. I understand
Yeah.
that completely. Yeah.
Okay, so when God creates heaven and hell, right? There's a good sole reason behind that, and He
Yeah,
tells you.
but you're talking through something I agree with. I'm asking basic the question. There's
That's
you
it.
understand?
So that's, bro.
Abs, do you still disbelieve in Isra wal Mi'raj?
Oh, he
Yeah,
does?
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But obviously, I'm still learning.
Okay, so
innit?
you're not a Muslim then. So
Well, some
please,
people consider
okay,
me
so
Muslim.
please,
I
Some
just
people.
okay,
remembered
so
it.
please quit claiming to be a Muslim. If you
I might not be a
disbelieve in
Muslim.
that incident,
I might not be a Muslim. I don't.
yeah, no, you're not. Trust me. If
Okay, fair
anybody
enough.
if somebody is like disbelieving in something that actually took place about the
Yeah,
Prophet,
but I was never a Muslim anyway.
peace
Though,
be
I'm
upon.
saying.
Okay, so quit claiming you're a Muslim then. Just don't
Okay,
attach
then
your
fair
name.
enough. No worries, no
Yeah.
worries.
You just,
Okay.
Yeah, la,
okay.
khair. I only wanted Rice to say this.
Parents,
Yeah,
Yalla,
bro. Thank
Assalamu
you.
alaikum.
Wa alaikum
Walaikum
salam.
No
salam.
problem. But I did join that brother's live. He's right. But
Yeah, I believe him.
okay. So yeah.
Now
So
I
the
know a
question.
little about your background. So yeah, go ahead.
So yeah. So I'm saying there's a limit you reach, right, with the questions. So for example, you said that
Yeah,
Allah asked
that's why
everyone a
you're not
question.
clear. What was it, Muhammad? You said that we're not supposed to like. Allah said that He knows, and I'm sorry you were going somewhere with that. Now it makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Muhammad,
So
you know?
do you know when for example, let me give you the example out of the Quran. Do you know when the angels stopped questioning why Allah created Adam? Do you remember?
إني أعلم ما لا تعلمون.
Yeah, but when Allah told angels stopped questioning Allah.
I know.
Right.
I know.
Yeah, okay. So this tells you that the wisdom that Allah has, we can never
We can never fathom. I agree with
Yeah,
you.
we can never fathom that.
Yes.
So, and also there's a difference between qadr and something that's in your hands. For example, qadr is you being born in a Christian, in an Arab Christian household. This was your destiny, qadr, right? But what is in your hands is to learn about Islam. I'm sure, of course, you heard about Islam and you're learning about Islam, right? So this is something that is in your hands, right?
Of course. Yeah.
And what does it also when the Prophet was making who was he making dua for? Z, I think it was his uncle, right? Because he was a kafir.
Yeah. Naam.
Yeah. What did Allah say to him? And this is a prophet we're talking
Allah
about.
says that that's nothing to do with you, basically.
Yeah. So Allah guides the people that want guidance. If you
I understand, but I need to reach my point of question. I understand everything you're saying because I'm well versed in Islam. I've studied it a lot, bro. You know what I'm saying? So,
Okay,
but my
so certain
question,
things, the questions that you're asking, I feel like we answered you, right? But you're
You've
thinking
answered me.
deep into it, right? Like
you answered me.
I told you that I told
Yeah.
you that we accepted this test. We don't remember that
Yes,
we're
yes,
going to be tested. We don't remember. Then I can simply ask you right now, why did you agree?
Why do I agree with what?
Why did you agree to take this test, this life?
Yeah, I never
Yeah, you
denied
did.
that I agreed.
Okay,
No, I
so
never
you
did that.
agreed. So why are you complaining now?
No, I'm not complaining at all. I'm just asking a question. I'm asking, even before that, why is God asking that question? Do you know what I'm
Even
saying?
before that, that's not revealed to us.
Exactly. So
Okay, so it's
what I'm
not
saying
revealed to
is-
us. There's certain limits, okay, that we can.
That's exactly what I'm saying. There's a limit you
Yeah,
reach.
there's a limit. Absolutely, I agree with
yeah,
you.
Yeah, no problem. So my problem is not my problem. My question is, there's a Allah's logic is beyond comprehension.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, brilliant.
100%.
Because it's not a human logic.
No,
right?
there's
Okay.
things that we don't like. There's things that He knows that we don't know, obviously, and
And
He
there's
does
things that he does that we don't know why he does, right?
why He does that. We don't know the reasons why
Yeah.
He does it.
Exactly.
Because
Okay.
even in Surah Al-Anbiya, if you go to verse 16, we created not the heavens and the earth and all that is between them for a mere play. So we know that Allah has not just created everything just for nothing, right? We know that
There's a reason and wisdom behind everything that
and
Allah
wisdom
does,
behind
right?
everything. But
Right.
we
So
cannot
now I
make-
can simply. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, but we cannot make the claim that we know everything that Allah and we know everything about Allah's wisdom. We cannot make that claim.
Absolutely.
Exactly. So
And I want to add to what Muhammad said, right?
Yeah, so
I can simply say, why was I created in the family that I was? Why couldn't I be created in a different family? I don't know, Chinese.
Exactly.
Well,
That's a good
why
question.
was that? What was the reason behind that? I can simply sit here and all day ask, like, why do I have, why is my mother like this? Why couldn't she be from a different race or different parts of the world or something? These type of questions, we should not be dwelling on these questions.
Exactly.
Why?
I agree.
Because
I agree with you.
It's
I
not
agree with you.
relevant to our salvation, right?
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that one. But,
Even in the Quran.
No,
Alif
it's not relevant to our salvation.
well,
Like,
if you ask, I'll tell you why it's relevant. Because if I
Okay.
ask you, why did God ask me whether I wanted to be created or not, then that
Because-
is relevant to my.
So that you wouldn't.
you
so
know
that
what?
wouldn't-
You can ask him that on the day of judgment. How about that?
Exactly, but it is relevant though, right?
I mean, if for some people like you who wants to think deeper than what things that was revealed to them,
Regardless of who thinks it, it's still relevant.
to you it is.
No, it's relevant.
It's subjective. It's
objectively.
subjective.
Yeah,
no,
but
it's
that's
subjective
subjective,
because
yeah.
because you want to know. You want to know why he asked you. Why did he ask me that I wanted to whether I wanted to take this test or not?
Okay, so
Right?
don't you think that
There's
question is
people-
relevant to the situation?
To you, it
To the
is.
situation, I'm saying.
I mean, listen, it's subjective, like I said, right? Like me, I know why, because Allah told us whatever
Why then?
because we hear and we obey, and if Allah told us that we agreed,
But just because you say Allah said it,
So-
that's not an answer. You understand?
no, it is though. It is.
It is, and that's
because
what I'm
we
saying.
hear and
But the
obey.
question, I agree. Okay, forget that. I don't want to get into that. But what I'm saying is, what we can agree on is that Allah's logic is beyond our comprehension, His decisions,
of course,
and everything. Okay, now when a Christian comes, right,
Yes.
and says that, for example, this is my issue because a Christian guy asked me this question,
Mm-hmm.
which is a very good question. So, if a Christian comes and says that I believe, for example, Jesus was part man, part God, as ridiculous as it may seem to you, right? He can also make the argument that you cannot question God's logic.
No, because I
You
actually, no, because it goes against God's essence. Because in their own Bible it says that God is not a man.
Forget the Bible.
No.
I'm talking about this
In
logic.
reality, we know that men are not God.
Okay, I understand, but I'm saying because you have not applied logic to certain levels of God in Islam, why have you applied logic to their God? Do you understand what I'm saying?
What do you mean? How didn't I apply logic into Islam?
You just said
Yeah.
because Allah knows best, right? And certain
Yeah,
levels,
Of course,
you
there's
just agreed
things
on
that.
that.
Yeah, Allah knows best,
Yeah,
but
so
God,
why are
it
you
goes
applying
against
that?
His nature.
Why are you applying logic for the
because when
Christian
it comes to logically, it doesn't make sense that God
But-
would become a weak human being
Logically
like
according
us.
to who though? Humans, right?
No, it goes against God's. No, it's logically. What do you mean humans? There's
Logically,
no
what
logic for
logically?
humans.
Human logic or God's logic?
Bro, there's no human logic and God
Yeah,
logic.
but-
Logically, in
Absolute.
nature.
Absolute.
What?
You're
Yes.
asking
What are
us
you talking about? How can there not be God logic and human logic?
Absolute. You were asking us earlier about logic and
Exactly.
and in a way how God's logic works. Okay.
Exactly, yeah.
And we explained to you that we cannot fully know how God's logic works.
Exactly.
Because-
Okay,
I'm
but
not
now
sure-
you're talking about
Because
nature.
He created us.
Now you're
And
talking
but-
about God's nature.
Yeah, but
There's
now
a
you're talking
difference.
about God's nature.
No,
There's a
because
difference between-
when there's a certain point, we
Okay.
agreed, all of us.
So,
there's a
we
certain
know-
point where you don't know the answer. Right?
we made the
Only
claim
God knows.
that we do not fully know what God's logic is, but also
Exactly, yeah.
but also we
So,
fully know.
do you think that God is a man?
No, I don't think that. But I'm saying if
Do
a
you
Christian
think
comes
God
up-
would become a human being like us in order
No,
to
but that's
understand us?
my
Can I
that's my
finish? Can I
human logic thinking that's ridiculous. Do you understand? It's not a
No,
godly logic.
God told us that
Yeah,
God
but
is
you
not
can
a
make that
you.
argument, but I'm saying,
That's your
and I agree
fitra.
with
That's
you,
your
but I'm
fitra
saying,
telling you. That's your
but
fitra
I'm
telling
saying,
you. God
if
cannot
you're
be a
not
man.
applying logic to Allah, how are you
I
applying
am.
logic
What do you mean?
to their God?
How am I not applying
We are
logic to
applying
Allah? I
logic
just
to
told
Allah.
you, yeah, we are applying logic to Allah.
No, but because there's certain points where you will not understand Allah's logic.
No. That's the question that you asked,
Yeah,
right? But now you're talking about God's
I don't
nature.
think you understand me.
Bro,
You're asking us to put ourselves in Allah's position, but we can't do that.
Exactly.
can.
So
Yeah,
but
we
you're asking
can.
a Christian to do that.
How are you telling the Christians
Because
to
they
do that?
claim
You're
that
saying how
because
you're saying how
Christians
can God be
claim
man and
because Christians claim that Jesus is God. That's what
And
we
also, it
question.
goes against their Bible. That's another reason.
forget the
goes
Bible. I'm
against.
talking about it logically.
No, we're not gonna forget about the Bible because if
I
we're
don't
gonna
even
talk about
believe in the
faith,
Bible. You know
okay,
what I'm
but
saying?
why are you mentioning Christians then?
Because I'm saying when a Christian comes and asks me, if you're not using logic against Allah at a certain point, why are you using logic against my God? Do you understand? So this is my question.
No, your
Why are
argument.
you not doing that? Do you know what I'm saying?
No, you're not understanding. You're failing to understand.
I don't think
That,
you're understanding my
you're
question.
failing to understand because
Because you said I understand logically, and I said which logic?
we're
You said
talking about
just
God's
logically.
nature. Now you switch to God's nature, sir.
I never said God's nature.
Okay, so you said God being a human being when a Christian says God can become a human being.
Yeah, but you don't even know God's nature. Do you know God's nature?
We don't we don't know God's nature in sense
There you go.
that he's not a much.
Okay, I understand, but I'm saying
We
can
know
you-
for sure that he's not a human. How about that?
I agree with you, but I'm talking
Okay,
about
so
if
quit
in the
arguing for the
logical
Christians.
sense. No, I'm saying when a Muslim comes and asks you, there's a certain point where you're like, listen, Allahu A'lam. Am I correct?
Sure.
Yeah, we're
So
not.
why
don't
are
have
you
all
not
knowledge.
applying? Why are you not applying that criteria to a Christian?
I do.
We do.
No,
Though. We do.
because a Christian can say the same thing. Why? How are you questioning
Even
what
if
Allah
they
can
say
do?
Allahu
I
A'lam.
have the
understand?
answer for that because
Go
it
on.
goes against your own Bible. That's why.
No, man, you're just running away from it.
I'm not running away from it. I
are.
would use their own
you're
Bible
really
against
not
them.
trying to understand.
Use their own Bible against them.
Okay, so you wouldn't use logic then?
Of course, we will.
Yeah, we would use logic.
I can't
Exactly.
We would
So-
use
so-
argument.
Dude, logic-
Wait.
Why are you arguing with me?
There's a
I'm not
difference
arguing, I'm just
between.
asking a question.
Logically,
Let me just say that.
humans. Let me finish. Logically, men are not gods.
Logically, by what standard?
in reality,
by what standard?
In reality, period, bro.
But
What do you
by
mean
what
by
standard?
one standard?
By human
In
standard or
reali-
godly standard?
By
Bro,
God's standard.
Logically,
How do you know that?
Because God told us so.
Exactly. So it's just a
Yeah.
cycle, bro. You know what I'm saying?
And
Exactly.
even not just bro, even in the
It's
Bible,
crazy.
God told us so.
Do you understand my point?
Right.
He doesn't care about the Bible. He said.
I don't care. The Bible is full of contradictions, bro. I will never believe the Bible.
Okay, sure. Then why
So
do you
why the hell you're
question-
not a Muslim, sir?
Bro, because I'm still looking. You can't say why the hell you're not Muslim. You should
Okay, so
invite me
I'm
to
just.
Islam.
you
I
said-
am. I'm inviting you right now. Yalla.
So is that your invitation? Why the hell are you not Muslim?
Abs.
mean,
you
come
said
on.
you said you looked into Islamic scholars. What Islamic scholars did you look into? Did you look into Ibn Taymiyyah?
Yeah, Ibn Taymiyyah, you've got Ibn Uthaymeen, Ibn Baz, all of these people.
Ibn Baz, and they actually have an answer for your question.
No, to be honest with you, I'm not going to lie to you, they're very, very good at the way they explain things. It's very interesting. But it reaches a certain limit, I realized, which is
It
understandable.
is a certain limit. I told you there's a
And
limit.
then
Because we're
when they
limited,
say,
yeah,
Allahu
we're
A'lam,
limited.
this is Allah, هذه حكمة الله. You get me?
Absolutely.
We're
So I
limited.
agree with you. But I'm saying, why don't you apply that logic for the Christian?
We do though.
You don't though, because
We do.
a Christian,
See,
do you know
you're
why?
arguing
Because
for
they
the Christian position, which is so very, very interesting to
yeah,
me
but a
right
Christian can say the same thing.
Like-
when it
But
reaches a certain
abs
point
truth. Let me
and
tell
say
you the
same thing.
difference. Can I please just tell you the difference? Because
on.
when you ask me as a Muslim, do you know that God is all hearing? I would say yes. I will not say Allahu A'lam. Why? Because God told us He's all hearing. This
Yeah,
is
but
one
a
of His
Christian would say the same thing.
But
now.
then
Can you
again-
please say the Holy Spirit is not God? I'm sorry to interrupt the conversation.
Yeah.
Say that again, sorry.
Can you say the Holy Spirit is not God?
Of course, Holy Spirit is not God, bro.
Okay.
I don't know.
I had to do that
Are you
little
double
test.
checking? Do you
Sorry.
want me to say that Jesus is God as well?
No, I had to do that little test.
All right.
Okay,
We can go
so
through the whole
abs-
Trinity if you want.
So abs truth. We agree that God exists, right? So
course, yeah.
when God tells us He's all hearing, we will agree that He's all hearing because we know that God exists, and this is our fitrah as human beings. Okay,
Sahih.
but you ask me, what does God do on a daily basis? Ya akhi, I don't know. How am I supposed to know?
Yeah, but that's an
Right,
easy
like-
answer. God
Right.
is not limited by time. What do you mean daily basis?
Yeah, but that's
Bro,
what I'm saying.
daily
Time-
basis is crazy.
we don't know. We
Daily
have
basis.
things. There are things that we do not know about Allah.
Yeah, I understand, but you know,
Okay.
till this point, a Christian
We're
have the same
limited.
answer as you.
We're limited as humans.
till this point, a Christian will have the same answers as you. But there's a certain limit, whether it's Muslim or Christian, where they do not know the answer, right? So you can't apply the logic to a Christian where you can't apply it to yourself.
No, we do though. That's the
You
thing.
understand?
We do.
The
What makes you
logic
think
that-
we
that-
don't? I'm curious.
Because I
'Cause I mean, this is the
live,
first time
and
I'm speaking to you. I
know
don't know
why?
if you've been in my lives. What
I
makes you think?
I think I've
I've
joined
never
the live before,
spoken
but I
to
don't
you.
remember. Or maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. But this brother, because I sat listening to Muhammad, right, and he was speaking to the Christian, and he was giving the logical argument of why it doesn't make sense that a man and God can be the same, right?
Yeah.
So when I listened to that, I remembered what the Christian guy said to me. I said, okay, so this Muslim guy is providing logical argument, which is all right, but he would not provide that same argument to his own God.
Actually,
Yes,
we
I
do.
was.
Actually, we
No,
do.
you can't. You're going to stop at a limit.
Okay, so I don't know if we're speaking
understand what I'm saying?
English here. Like, I think me and Mohammed explained ourselves very well. You're just not getting it, right? You're just
No, I
not
don't
getting
think you're
it.
getting it.
No. I don't think you're getting it.
Muhammad, did you get what I said?
Yeah, you basically said that there are things that we're limited at as well when it comes to logic, when it comes to God's logic.
Exactly. And then you used logic against a Christian, but you would not use it against
there's-
Allah.
But you're
What do you
making the
mean?
claim
We
that
do,
all-
though. What the f-
You're making the claim that
No,
all
but-
logic
oh
is the
my
same.
God.
You're making the claim, for example, when God tells you in the Bible that He's not man, and then we have to question that kind of logic, right? Where in the Quran, monotheism is pretty much clear. It cannot be any clearer than that. Okay,
Yeah.
we're questioning their quote unquote monotheistic belief, and we're telling them you actually worship three gods. Now, this is what we question. We question things with what God gave us already. We do not question things what God had not, we do not question knowledge that God did not give us humans.
Exactly. By
The
the way,
only
there's
thing
someone in
that
the
we
comments that
question-
said there's no such thing as God's logic. That's a kufr statement right there.
No, I never said there's no such thing.
No,
as
someone in the
God's
comments
logic.
said that.
Who said that?
Someone in the chat, in the comments. A Muslim said that. Well, that's why I'm so confused. I'm going to
Who
be honest.
said that?
Some
I don't know who
Muslim in
said
the
that.
comments.
Hello?
I don't know what this person. I'm not even sure if they're
Yeah.
I don't
How
even know
old
if
are you?
honestly, I don't even know if they're Muslims. But
I'm
whatever.
in your wall. How old are you?
I'm 13.
Alright.
Go drink some milk, okay?
Yeah.
Bye. What the hell? Anyways, listen. I want to ask you why you're not why you're not a Muslim? Like, what's stopping you
Because,
from
because
accepting
you're
Islam?
not. Because there's so many questions that I don't have answers.
Like
this
what?
One. Like this one just now. Do you know what I'm saying?
Bro, but bro, we have limited knowledge compared
I
to
agree
God.
with you. So if you have
And-
limited knowledge, how
Yes.
can you question the logic of a Christian with his God?
What do you mean? Why you keep appealing to the Christian again? I don't get
Because
it. It's
I
so
am
funny to me.
surrounded. I am surrounded by them.
Okay, let's not worry about you. You're not a Christian. I'm not a Christian, right? Let's not worry about the Christians. We
Well, I have
agree that
to.
they're no. You
I
don't
have to. To be honest, I'm surrounded by them.
No. We're talking right now. I'm a Muslim.
Okay.
You're
Bro, I'm
lost.
also surrounded by
Like-
them. I live in Germany.
Bro, there's
yeah, you have a
Christians
German
everywhere.
accent.
Listen, we're all surrounded by Christians and Muslims or whatever. I don't even know what that means. But anyways, we're
I'm
just
saying
talking
family,
to you.
innit?
Huh?
I mean like family when I say
Oh,
surrounded.
your
like,
family. Okay. Okay, that makes more sense because I don't have a
Okay,
Christian
okay.
family.
Okay. I was about to say.
But still, like God being a man, it goes against God's nature.
What is God's nature?
He's nothing like us.
قل هو الله
ليس-
أحد الله
ليس
الصمد لم
مثله
يلد
شيء.
ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
Okay, so does God's nature limit his capabilities?
No, it does not limit
No.
his capabilities.
So when you say God, it can't be a man because of his nature.
Man is known to be limited.
I agree with you, but I'm saying,
Okay.
is God's nature, making him less able? Because if he can't be a man due to his nature,
No, it
then he
doesn't.
can't.
No, because God, God does whatever befits his.
Whatever
does
does not
whatever-
befit his majesty, he will not do.
Like it would go
He
against.
will not, or he can't.
God
He will
does
not do. He will
whatever
not do.
befits his majesty, sir.
He will not do. So you're saying that
And
Allah will
becoming
never do anything
God
that you believe is not in His nature.
Yeah,
no,
we
no,
don't
no.
believe.
He would not go against his nature. Like, for example, becoming a man. And men are known to be limited, and God is unlimited. It goes against his nature.
Yeah, yeah. And when we go to the toilet, we don't believe God is in the toilet, for example. وَعِيَاذُ بِاللَّهِ أَسْتَغْفِرُ
But what, I have a question with that. I don't mean,
Yeah.
you know how when human, like Muslims, because of that same sentence you said, someone said that to me, yeah, is that God, going into the toilet is astaghfirullah. But the thing is, the toilet is a human concept. Allah is greater than a toilet. Why would he feel disrespected?
Because it's dirty. It's a dirty
First
place.
of
No,
all,
but
Any
Allah's
place.
beyond dirtiness.
First-
It
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
affect him.
First of all, God is outside time and space.
Exactly.
Yet he's all aware. He's all wise, all hearing, all knowing.
All seeing as
Okay,
well.
all seeing, right?
Yeah.
So him being in the toilet. How would God even be in the toilet? It doesn't make sense.
Of course, it doesn't make sense, but I'm saying he wouldn't
Yeah.
be disrespected by it. You know what I'm saying?
No, but do you know how? Why not?
Because he'd only be disrespected by the fact that God is in one place, okay? But I'm saying the toilet itself is
It's just a
disgusting
filthy
to a
area.
human.
It's just disgusting. And God, the most powerful, the most merciful, the most compassionate. The King of
He would
Kings.
never be disrespected, no matter where he is.
Yeah, but
Would you not agree?
it's just a
No,
it's just a
you
human
as a
concept, okay? It's just,
Yeah, exactly. It's a human
It's a
concept,
human
exactly.
concept, yes. But a Christian would say, yeah, God can be inside the toilet. In fact, God can become poop. That's
Yeah, I don't know about
disrespect
that
to
one.
God. Yeah, well, I had Christians say that he can.
Yeah, yeah.